folks, we've officially reached the Pacific Blue crossover episode. Unfortunately, that means I must now discuss Pacific Blue. And what is Pacific Blue? Well, I'm sorry you asked. Debuting in 1996 on the USA Network and running for an inexplicable 5 seasons, Pacific Blue was frequently described as Baywatch on bikes. It was one of a million Baywatch-inspired shows, but this time focusing on beach cops. And like you, I thought this idea sounded hilarious. I eagerly sought this show out, happy to have more 90s garbage TV to shovel down my greedy gullet. But there's a reason you don't hear about these Baywatch knockoffs, while Baywatch itself has somehow stood the test of time. And the big reason is David Hasselhoff. What made Baywatch work wasn't just that it was cheesecake television in a world where porn was harder to access, it genuinely was pitched and run as a family program. The family focus was largely because of Hasselhoff's influence, much to the producer's annoyance, but at the end of the day, it really did save it from becoming something like, say, Pacific Blue. As evidenced by Baywatch Hawaii after Hasselhoff was gone, once you take away the family stories and the silly attempts at earnestness, what you're left with is largely boring, somewhat skeezy stories that border on terrible taste. I really tried to get into Pacific Blue, but I had to give up partway through. It is a dull, mean-spirited show that just made me feel bad. We're talking redemption stories about abusive exes, recreational roofies,
tell me roofies weren't the coolest thing ever,
and, bafflingly, Triple H guest starring as himself if he were a defender of pedophiles. And the pedophile one, sadly, is one of their more entertaining episodes. On top of all of that, they don't even have the sweet tunes that defined Baywatch's montages. Instead, all of their bike chase sequences are scored with insufferable, unlistenable butt rock. I'm gonna be honest with you, the music is probably 90% of why I hate this show. But aside from that, there are no likable characters, no compelling stories, and frankly, if you're looking for TNA, Baywatch did it better. But in their favor, Pacific Blue did star 2 actors from beloved failed Donald Belisario projects. Jim Davidson from Crowfoot, and Rick Rossovich of the original Tequila and Benetti pilot, Tequila and Boner. Yes, that was real. He played Boner. But the folks behind Baywatch and Pacific Blue saw an opportunity for synergy here. They both had similar audiences, and both of them were floundering for viewers at this point. And so, during Season 8 of Baywatch, and in Season 3 of Pacific Blue, they, just threw Carmen Electra in as her character from Baywatch. Yep, that's it. Well, enjoy! To start things off, beach cops TC and Chris are discussing family stuff. It is very boring. This tepid conversation is interrupted when they notice some kids graffitiing this one wooden box that's up against a railing for some reason. Cue the butt rock! If this seems exciting to you, I've got great news. Every bike chase on this show is shot exactly the same. Take to the sea! Is all of this really worth it? You got in trouble for graffiti. Like, I doubt you're gonna do any jail time, man.
Apparently, we've shared the same beach this whole time, which is why you'll regularly see Baywatch and Pacific Blue characters interact. Don't you worry, I'll dance our way to shore. Pretend this is really me and not an obvious double.
Carmen Electra is introduced into this story with no fanfare at all, which I'm sure is exactly how this crossover was received. I'm going to hazard a guess that no one who watches this video was even aware there was a Pacific Blue crossover until this very moment. By the way, the butt rock continues through this entire damn scene.
I know this guy, TC.
Also, apparently, I know you.
Yeah, you know, the Baywatch and the Pacific Blue guys were always friends, just like off-screen friends. Anyway, I miss Baywatch. Not you! She's not even running toward anything. You know, things happen for a reason generally on Baywatch. And this is at least the 3rd time this has happened in the first 5 minutes. It's like Pacific Blue was like the rest of the world and assumed Baywatch was nothing but slow motion running. Anyway, Lieutenant Anthony Palermo is explaining to our beach cop crew that a new team has been formed using folks from the Santa Monica PD, the fire department, and the LA County lifeguards. This is giving me all sorts of flashbacks to Baywatch's backdoor pilot that tried the same thing. Alas, Gregory Bonan would have to wait until 2013 for his dream to come true. And apparently, Lonnie was the one who worked with Palermo to launch this team? And what? She was a rookie in training 9 episodes ago, and now she's in charge of interdepartmental Baywatch team-ups? Surely Mitch, or whoever the hell the new captain is, would be the one leading this?
I hate these damn shoes!
Hey, Palermo's old girlfriend is on the team, and she's freshly divorced. Maybe something will come of this. Just kidding, she's only in this episode. But look at all of the smirky flirting. Just kidding, actually, she's about to have a breakdown because of all the people she can't save. They smash cut to, as the subtitles tell us, a critical incident stress debriefing a week later, which I guess is conducted in purgatory, and the audience suffers severe tonal whiplash. Then they cut to some beach boobs. Ah, Pacific Blue. I wish you were funnier. I'm not sure why they cut to a week later with Palermo's old girlfriend, then went to a scene that was clearly meant to take place the same day they established this super team, but okay. Lonnie explains that she's familiar with the graffiti boy they saved because he's president of Green Earth, an environmental group she helped found in the late 80s. Was this when she was living in Hawaii? Hard to say. But Dennis, the graffiti boy, took things a little too far for their causes. Now there's rumors he's targeting Petramco, an evil polluting corporation, you know the drill. Unclear why all of this conversation happened, or why they're even worried, when their only interaction with Dennis was seeing him spray paint a box and then knock himself out in the ocean. He doesn't exactly come off like a criminal mastermind.
Don't start, Dennis.
I've not begun to start.
Teamed up with Dennis is Cindy, played by Amanda Wilmshurst, who was previously on Baywatch as some girl Manny liked and then was never seen again. Just thought I'd mention that. Meanwhile, Lonnie breaks up a gang and gets into a knife fight. Okay, now, what in the world? I wish this was the kind of thing she was doing on regular Baywatch, because she'd be a hell of a lot more interesting.
First time I saw a dead person was on this job.
I just realized something. I want to kiss you so bad, my lips ache.
Pacific Blue is every emotion. Frustration, anger, hate, apathy. And now Dennis has a bomb. Hopefully he can kill TC and Chris and save us from more of their dialogue. Are those dolphins? I hate them! Eat bomb! So according to Dennis, they were messing with the drain pipe because that's how Petramco pollutes. But the bomb wasn't theirs. Someone is setting up this innocent extremist environmental group. Together forever, right? What's your name again?
Hey, is that my paycheck over there?
Yeah. We love setting up complete wieners who almost kill themselves with their own stupidity on a daily basis. And another off-screen bomb. We're only halfway into the episode. It's like they're scared that if they stop throwing in pointless action sequences, the audience will realize the show is about crunchy characters in bike shorts. And honestly, they are correct.
I'm here. No one else from Baywatch can make it, but I'm sure this elite squad of police, EMTs, and lifeguards is gonna work out.
Hello!
I actually admire Pacific Blue's commitment to absolute tonal inconsistency. Sometimes you get bouncy bikini babes, sometimes you get charred bomb corpses. But regardless of whatever is on screen, someone has some quippy line left over from the 80s.
Snap you like a toothpick, kid!
Suck on ice.
Oh no, not Boner! Don't worry everyone, he gets shot like 1,000,000 times on this show. This is nothing.
A dead body seems to weigh less than a live one, like something's gone out of it.
Okay, fine, I'll take the butt rock. Hey everyone, remember when I died? Oh, come on, you die every week. You could pretend to care a little. And now Palermo is musing over his near-death experience and the existence of an afterlife. Only on Pacific Blue is this just an aside in a Baywatch crossover episode.
Hey guys, heard your lieutenant died. Yeah, so did mine. But that was before I was on the show. I think he used to be a supernatural detective.
Interesting. Did he ride a bike?
I don't think so.
Pfft, sounds like a total amateur. It turns out the burnt corpse they found was a mole for Green Earth, who mailed Dennis proof of Petramco's wrongdoings before he was killed. Butt rock Petramco chase! And arrested. Well, what's Lonnie up to? Now I guess she's an EMT and taking over for Palermo's girlfriend. She's being sued for a wrongful death during that explosion in a plot I largely cut out of this video because, frankly, I'm uninvested. Together forever. I'm sorry, is this supposed to mean something? Oh, who cares? Done. Next time on Baywatch, April and Craig are trapped with a shark. This bites!